there's a space in between the leg loops and the swing. Does everybody identify that space? This one right here? That is the space where your arm is going to go. So your arm is going to go in front of the leg loops. Keep your arm wrapped around the swing. Very important. Nice, yes. So everybody needs to help you out. Put your arm between that space. Yes, that space there.
There you go.
All right. Now we're coming into flying Baddha-Konasana. Arms out to the sides for now.
Oh, no, let it slide too late.
We're going to get there. Procedure. Everybody there? Awesome. Now bend the elbows. And then the last part of the move is you release the swing. You're hanging by your thighs. Okay, keep your feet pressed together and your knees open wide. If you want to press your legs up towards the sky, that should feel really, really good. Tractioning the spine. If you want to clasp your elbows and let your arms hang over your head, that's fantastic as well. Just decide what feels good for you today. That looks beautiful, everyone. Good job. Okay, everybody is wondering how we get out of this pose, right? Reach back, and grab for the swing with one hand, bring the swing in front of you. Reach back, grab for the swing, bring it over your head. You can do it. Okay, that's good too. Now, use your balance, put the swing behind you, underneath your arms, and reverse. Help your buddies out. There you go. Back to our beginning pose. Straighten out your legs. Release. That's why we have buddies. Make sure the swing goes underneath your arms and behind your back. Reverse. Underneath your arms, behind your back. That's in front of that's your front body. There you go. Now obviously, you can tell that is a more advanced move, which is why we usually do that at the end of class. But now you get a sense of how to use the swing in a more acrobatic version while doing some hip stretches and leg openers, okay? So we're going to let our buddies do it. Let's come down, start over, nice and slow. How did that feel? A little scary for some? Really awesome for others? Good job. So it's floating by. By the end of class today, everybody will be able to do a flip. Okay, let's pretend like this is our first step in the swing. And behind our backs. Swing straight down. Anchor point under arms, right? So we keep our elbows engaged. One leg at a time. Let's start with our left foot, left ankle. Into the leg loop. There you go. Next foot. Beautiful. Windshield wiper the legs. Not today.
Okay, I could introduce that if you want. Give me time next time.
Yeah, tomorrow we can do that, hon. That'd be great.
Today is not available.
At 5 o'clock, you're welcome to play.
Alright.
Cool. So now we're just windshield wipering the legs, sharing the space with our neighbors, stretching out. Floating Buddha. So the names that I made up for these poses are supposed to represent the way it feels. So calm, serene, peaceful, centered, relaxed. That's what we're going for with these ones. These are still the restorative and therapeutic versions. Bend the right knee into the chest, reach around, make sure your arms stay around the swing to grab the leg loop, pull it in towards your body, lower your hips. Thank you. Awesome. Knee is going to traction down towards the ground or pull it in towards your body to get a deeper stretch. Depends on whether you want to open up the glutes or the piriformis. So just notice the difference. Pull the knee in towards the body. Now push the knee down towards the ground and notice what happens with the side body. Keep going. Press. Yeah, a lot. Eventually we can get our knee point all the way down. Pretty amazing. Okay? Whatever feels good for today. Let's switch sides. Left knee in. Grabbing for that leg loop, pull it in. Help traction the knee either in towards the body. Try that one first. Keep the hips heavy. Hips heavy, it's a different stretch. Press the knee down towards the ground. 40. I know, you're like,
It's just tempting. I want to
I
just
know. Right? Nibble on your neighbor. Nibble on your neighbor. Alright, let's switch that up one more time. Right foot bends. We're going to come into our side tree. Like I said, we're going to mix it up a little from the first time. Hold on to that leg loop. Press the bottom of the foot into the inner thigh. And then release your right arm out to the side. Okay, notice that if I'm holding onto my leg loop, yeah, it's a different world. There you go. Hold on to your leg loop. Beautiful. Feel pretty. There you go. So notice my swing is in front of me. It's behind your neck and looking a little funny. Okay, go. Ah, there it is. So we just experiment until we're like, oh, that feels way better. Awesome. Like you don't want to get your boobs stuck, for example. You know, make sure the boobs are happy the whole thing. Awesome. Switching sides. All right. Bottom of the left foot into the inner thigh. I'm going to bend. So another variation on the pose. I'm going to bend my right knee so that my toes are safe. And then I let my left hand float out to the side.
Yeah.
All right. So knee pointing down towards the ground, right? Bottom leg. Pressing your hips forward. Beautiful. Side tree. Awesome. You reach back and grab for that foot. I'm going to go a little bit deeper. Release. Let's come back to center. Just float it out. Sway a little bit from side to side. Even out the hips. How did that feel? Feel good? Awesome. Hips are heavy in the back. Let your hips be heavy. Awesome. Okay, so like I said, if it bothers you under your arms, just come a little bit more into a back bend. Bend your knees out to the sides. Press your feet together a lot. Traction your legs down towards the ground. Beautiful. So the more you press down, the deeper stretch you're going to get in your groin, your hip flexors. You get to decide how much pressure there. Coming into flying monkey, we're going to reach up as high as we can. Walk your hands up your leg loops. Make sure it's not the swing, but the leg loops you're holding on to. Press your feet together a lot. Lift your hips, arch, and sink back. Few deep breaths here. Just open up the front body. The more that you arch and open, the deeper the stretch. So decide how far you want to go today, but keep the knees flaring out towards the sides. It looks beautiful, everybody. Reach up nice and high with the leg lifts. Yeah, there you go. Release the neck. Release the mind. Soften the eyes. So the first move we're going to do is we're going to look forward, look up at me, straighten your legs out in front of you. Keep holding on to your leg loops, hold on to your leg loops. Thank you. Pull yourself up using your biceps. Wide straddle if you want. That hurts. It's sensational. Come back down. Let's repeat that one more time, okay? Press our feet together, knees out to the sides, lift your hips, arch, and sink back. Flying monkey. Should feel really, really good. Supported back bends. Look up. We're going to bring our legs out in front of us. So you can stay here. You can pull with your arms. Use a little bit of bicep strength. Or you can bring your legs out to the sides. Again, the more you pull yourself up, the more strength and dynamic movement you have. Or you can just be really relaxed about it. Just chill. I know, you're like, what? I'm cool like this. Cool like that. All right. Moving into, do you guys want to do the floating Baddha Konasana?
Yes.
You guys ready? Awesome. Pressing our feet together, knees out wide, reach up as high as you can for your leg loops. Make sure those are your leg loops. Sit. Feet have to stay together. Happy feet. So we're going to wait here for everybody. Press your feet together. Yeah, make sure the leg loops are at our ankles. Now there's a space in between your swing and your leg loops. That's where your hand goes. So your arms stay around the swing. You're going to be in front of the leg loops. Yes. Good. One at a time. Thread the needle. There it is. Awesome. Everybody did it. So your buddy is here to help you, right? Everybody's watching our friends who kind of lost people. It's okay. So feet pressed together, knees down to the side. Awesome. So next move, bend the elbows. and you can hang here. You'll notice there's a lot of pressure on the ankles. Make sure the knees are happy. This pose. The last part of the pose is you release the swing, nice and slow, and bring your arms down towards the ground. This is for the full floating Buddha. Floating Baddha-Konasana, excuse me. So if you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can press your hands into your thighs, straighten your arms. Thighs are pressing up towards the sky and you're lengthening the torso just a little bit more. It feels amazing. It's the only time we're going to let our shoulders come up to our ears. When we're upside down like this, this is how we're getting a maximum stretch in the torso. We're going to reach back with one hand, grab for your swing, and bring it over. So this is, I twist it, yes. So now we're just stretching the shoulders, right? So everybody's assistant, help them, okay? We're gonna reverse. That helps. Swing behind your back. Make sure it's underneath the arms. Reverse. Use your balance. There you go. And now, back to floating Buddha. Really good, guys. Everybody did it. It's a little bit tricky with the transition there, but you guys do it. We can also do a flip from the floating Buddha, but we're gonna do that another day. That's more the advanced dynamic stuff. Okay, slowly come out of your swing. We're gonna switch it up one more time. Okay. Next, this will be our last round. We're getting this swings will be up for another hour, and Yogi-san is completely happy to show you guys some things too, okay? All right, so let's see. We're going to come into our peaceful warrior. I'm going to come backwards so you guys can see me again, okay? So we're going to be facing away. I put the swing behind my back. This is going to be our first real inversion, okay? I pull the swing, I use my forearms to pull the swing down to my waist. So there are a few versions I can do here. I'm going to do the one where we're holding on to our leg loops. Identify your leg loops and hold on to them. Oh, you guys are all there. Awesome. Okay. All right. I press my hands into the swing. I bring my knees wide. This is very important. Bring your knees wide and then wrap your feet in front. Wide, wrap your feet in front. Awesome. You got it. Wrap your feet in front. Help the sister out. Thank you. Feet in front. Feet in front. Front of the body. This is your front body. It's the same side as your face. No, the one with the green shorts, please. Thank you. So now let's all identify where our anchor point is. Our anchor point is at our hips, right? You can feel the lock that's happening because our feet are hooked in front, and so we're completely safe in this way. So now you're just going to have to, instead of getting a visual, you're just going to listen to my voice, right? We're going to transition the leg loops into our elbow creases. So one at a time, bring the leg loops into your elbow creases, and then bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. You're like, I have to peek and see. There you go. Press your hips forward. This is our happy Buddha. So now you can clap your feet. Let your feet come together. Feet clap. This is the full happy Buddha. There you go. Almost happy. Right? So now we're getting a big shoulder stretch by hooking at the elbow creases. Our legs are basically suspending us. And the only thing that we're going to shift here is we're going to bring our arms wide and out to the side so they're on the other side of our knees and arch and open. Bring your arms on the other side of your knees. Yes, arch and open. Beautiful. We're moving into skydiver. Keep your elbows bent a lot. Elbows bent a lot. Thank you. That's your other anchor. Now we have an anchor at our elbows that are holding us and an anchor at our hips. So we're totally locked in. Beautiful, guys. Nice. So we're going to transition back into holding on. We just straighten our arms. We're going to hold on to the leg loops again. Straighten and hold on. Bring the leg loops back in front of the knees. Nice. Bring your legs out wide into a wide straddle. So back into the L shape, right? So your feet are pointing down towards the ground. Out wide and down. Yes.